debate, bit of an argument, somewhat headbutting a little bit with the law enforcement establishment of Summit County to try to get him free. One of the most exciting days of my life was December 15th, 2005, when Clarence Elkins walked out of prison. Mind you, I was doing this as the state attorney general, and I've since discovered that's the first time any attorney general in history has gotten engaged on behalf of an inmate in one of our prisons trying to get them out. But that became a passion. That passion continues to this day because I'm still the pro bono lawyer for the Ohio Innocence Project. In my spare time, I believe strongly that we need to do things that will continue the reform efforts, reforming our criminal justice system. I get very passionate about the expansion of DNA. I expanded DNA as Attorney General. I continue to advocate for it. I had the opportunity to advocate, even as a private lawyer, changes in our laws involving criminal justice and access to DNA. It's become another one of my passions. The man I've now represented as a pro bono lawyer for 5 years, on Thursday, we received a ruling from the federal court, essentially ruling that his trial was improper in ordering his release subject to a retrial. The trial was 20 years ago, and this man's been in jail for 20 years, and I'm totally convinced of his innocence. So that was a victory. What I'm getting at is it's another component of my life, thankfully, that has given me an opportunity to build a passion for the things that I'm engaged in every day. I encourage you to look for that. I'll give you the third phone call because it's been a big part of my career. The third phone call, take the call, find your passion, happened to occur in December of 1979. I was practicing in what then had grown to be my own small law firm, about 10 lawyers, in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm in northeastern Ohio, and like many of you are, in Cleveland, Ohio. And I got a call on a Saturday from a man I knew to be the state legislator for our district. He basically said to me, you know, you're pretty well known. I was the law director of our city. I was a lawyer in the community, lawyer in downtown Cleveland. And he said, you know, I've thought of you often because I thought you might someday want to get into politics. And I said, well, I don't know about that. I've got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I have a wonderful wife who likes me to stay at home more often, you know, so that may not happen. He said, well, just give me advance notice. I'm going to announce in 3 weeks that I'm not going to run for re-election. I'm going to run for something else. And just in case you're interested, I thought I'd give you a heads up. So I began what became 3 weeks of agonizing discussions with my wife. Again, 1-year-old, 3-year-old babies at home. Do I want to go into politics? Do I want to become a state legislator and advocate? And we really agonized for those 3 weeks. And ultimately, she encouraged, because she knew I was kind of evolving a passion for the whole idea of what I could achieve in the state legislature and maybe beyond. And sure enough, we decided to do it. I wasn't sure it was the right thing until about a year later, when I realized that this really was an area that I could really make a difference in. And so it became, again, another one of my passions. Serving thereafter as the legislator for our region, as county commissioner, as county commission president, ultimately as auditor of state of Ohio, as attorney general, candidate for governor, unsuccessful, can't win them all. But all of that, now serving as chancellor, give me an opportunity at each stage to really exercise that passion that I'm talking to you about. I'm getting to the point again, and I'm starting to wind this up. But I want you to simply have this message. Don't just settle on anything. Decide what is going to give you excitement, a thrill a day for the most part, in everything you do. You've been given a ticket today, and it's a ticket that can open the doors for the rest of your career. Find your passion along the way. The late Steve Jobs gave the commencement speech in 2005 at Stanford University. Really remarkably good speech, very easygoing, about 15 minutes, really wonderful to listen to. He was an incredible, incredible visionary, as you all know. Everybody knows, especially with his untimely passing, what a great man as an inventor, as a visionary, Steve Jobs was. But he said something to that class that I thought I'd close with today. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and to follow your intuition. In my words, find your passion.
Chancellor Petro, you found your passion, and it's been very clear through 3 decades of various kinds of service to the people of Ohio. We're proud to call you an alum now. And thank you for being with us to experience this commencement. Today. At this time, Senior Associate Provost Chandler will recognize our distinguished faculty and then preside over the presentation of candidates for degrees.
It is my very great pleasure to recognize our distinguished faculty. Our faculty is instrumental in making this day possible. Today's graduates can attest to how faculty have encouraged, supported, and expected the best from them. Their dedication has helped these fall 2011 graduates achieve the accomplishments we now celebrate. Without the faculty's commitment to academic inquiry and the students who carry on that commitment, we would not be here today. I ask all of my faculty colleagues here with us today to please stand and allow us to recognize them for their commitment. Thank you. Please be seated. As one of the nation's principal research universities, Kent State offers higher education's most advanced degree in more than 50 areas of study. At an earlier ceremony here today, doctoral degrees were conferred upon 25 graduates. Additionally, Kent State offers more than 200 programs of graduate study at the master's level. Recipients of the master's degree have devoted at least 1 year of concentrated study in one of these programs. Earlier today, master's degrees were conferred upon 250 graduates. Baccalaureate degrees are offered in more than 270 academic programs at Kent State. Candidates for the bachelor's degree are listed in the commencement program according to their major fields of study. They will be individually recognized on the stage in a few minutes. Now, can I ask the graduates for the baccalaureate degree to rise, please, for recognition as a group. Baccalaureate students, please rise. Thank you very much. Wow. I'm sure she loves you too. President Lefton, I am pleased to present the fall 2011 baccalaureate degree candidates. The faculty of Kent State University has approved the awarding of baccalaureate degrees to those candidates who are listed in the program and have completed all degree requirements.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Kent State University, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree appropriate to your field of study with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Graduates, please be seated if you haven't already done so. Select members of today's class have committed themselves to serve our country through the armed forces. Throughout their years of study, they have dedicated themselves to a curriculum of study and leadership training in the Air Force and Army ROTC. Upon graduation, they are commissioned as second lieutenants in the Armed Forces of the United States. Their names are listed in your program. Please join me in recognizing them and all of our servicemen and women. Thank you. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to recognize members of this graduating class who have distinguished themselves by exceptional performance in their chosen fields of study. University honours, general honours, and departmental honours recognize seniors in the Honours College who have completed a seniors honours project or thesis. Honours students who have met grade and course requirements are recognized as Honours College Scholars. Both are recognized with the awarding of honours medallions. Will Honours College graduates please rise so that we may recognize you? Congratulations, please be seated. Students graduating summa cum laude with highest honor are the university's exemplary students. They have been awarded both blue and gold honors cords. I ask our summa cum laude graduates to please rise and remain standing. Yes, please remain standing. Students graduating magna cum laude with high honor have achieved consistent excellence in their academic preparation. They've been awarded gold honors cords. I ask our magna cum laude graduates to please rise and remain standing. Students who are graduating cum laude with honor have been awarded blue honors cords. I ask our cum laude graduates to please rise and remain standing. I think you'll agree that's an impressive testimony to the accomplishments of this class. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Please be seated. I now ask the marshals to bring the graduates forward for the presentation of diplomas, beginning with the bachelor's degree recipients from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design.
We now welcome recipients of a bachelor's degree from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design. Travis J. McCullough.
David Theodore Stumpf.
Courtney A. Thomas.
Christopher P. Weeks.
Thomas J. Coates.
Hannah M. Kern. Hiem Ahmed El-Hati.
Okay. Congratulations to the recipients of a bachelor's degree from the College of Architecture and Environmental Design. We now welcome the recipients of a bachelor's degree from the College of the Arts. Brittany N. Barnes.
Philip C. Fry.
Ashley E. Gerber.
Corinne M. Clout.
Aaron E. McCourt.
Sharon E. Nolan.
Daniel H. Taylor.
Sarah E. Trezino.
Lenice N. Tyler.
Roger Gary Boggs.
Rihanna K. Wright.
Liza V. Enos.
Nicole J. Brown.
Michael Francis Thompson.
Skyla C. McGee.
Lisa J. Wilson.
Hi,
Dana J.
Lou
Sarah.
here.
Nicholas
Just
M.
wanted to
Woodley.
let you know that Mom now,
Salma
her
H.
phone is
Abid.
off, that the pictures
Margaret
are
F.
ordered and they
Amagoni.
should be ready at 4:19.
Ashley N. Antonucci.
Yeah.
Megan Elizabeth
Maybe you can read
Bierman.
more back.
Michelle D. Bland.
All right. All right. Yep.
Megan M. Blankenship.
Jennifer E. Blind.
Alicia Botkin.
Rachel S. Brown.
Audra J. Casebeer.
Charlene Alicia Sikora.
Allison Brunner.
Ashley A. Day.
Christine Rose Crowley.
Amy Elizabeth Hablitzel.
Amanda K. Dollywall.
Courtney R. Johnson.
Amanda M. Haynes.
Kirby M. Loudon-Slagle.
Ronald E. Knight III.
Lindsay Diane Mays.
Chelsea R. Misselli.
Leah A. Morgan.
Andrea Nicole Melky.
Taylor N. Parks.
Brittany Renee Mullen.
Ciara D. Peaks.
Kate J. Parsons.
Jamie L. Piccioni.
Samantha K. Perkins.
Caitlin Madonna Radici.
Emily Jean Poprock.
Sarah M. Rudy.
Crystal Nicole Rodriguez.
Emily M. Totten.
Anne Elizabeth Soderberg.
Kelly P. Wesseling.
Kelsey Marie Vensel. Tiara M. Wright.
Congratulations to the recipients of a bachelor's degree from the College of the Arts. We now welcome the recipients of a bachelor's degree from the College of Arts and Sciences. Christine Megan Abumitri.
Timothy Michael Alexander Jr.
Kelsey Lee Allen.
Mesfer Ali Almazara.
Rita Bader.
Brooke C. Ballard.
Janelle R. Barnett.
Kirsten C. Barron.
Christina Rose Barcima.
Alex F. Berry.
Erica Lee Barron.
Jillian Byram.
Jessica Blair.
Kiara M. Blake.
Megan Ryan Blazak.
Justin J. Brown.
Devin E. Broadbent.
Chavez L. Kane.
Aaron M. Burns.
Megan M. Kern.
Michael Robert Cantu.
Anna C. Seferno.
Samuel B. Chambers.
Caitlin J. Collier.
Brittany J. Clark.
Catherine W. Cunning.
Chad Ryan Connard.
Amanda N. Davis.
Jennifer Kuzmano Leonard.
Daniel D. Eustachio.
Dustin H. Deemert.
Dustin Drobilovic.
Michelle L. Donahue.
Brooke N. Dalka.
Jessica Dunn.
Jessica Lynn Early.
Christina M. Elliott.
Kelsey Faludi.
Amber S. Stelzer.
Rochelle A. Fonts.
Jamie H. Gelner.
Zakir Ghazi.
Gabriel B. Gott.
Hugh Anthony Gould.
Emily R. Grime.
Sarah E. Halverson.
Max Ryan Hani.
Matthew Haystrick.
Katie Heenan.
Alicia Heineman.
Heather M. Hinklin.
Rebecca L. Hoffman.
Sheila B. Denoya.
Yelena Hottich.
Amanda Nicole Hopkins.
Molly Louise Hummel.
Katie Lynn Hull.
Susan Jeffers.
Elizabeth N. Ivans.
Katie Elizabeth Kazmierski.
Chloe M. Kale.
Rebecca A. Leda.
Jessica Elizabeth Kinsey.
Christopher P. Leonard.
Brandon M. Laughlin.
Catherine Adrian Luck.
George C. Lieberman.
Matthew A. McCorkle.
Judith B. Masick.
Jennifer R. McGill.
Kimberly R. McDonald.
Elise Michelle Milleron.
Diamond Ambry Merritt.
Lisa N. Merkovich.
Andrew T. Minow.
Nicole Haley Mitchell.
Brian P. Miskovich.
Kayana M. Morrison.
Lana M. Molick.
Daniel M. Nisbet.
Courtney J. Moser.
Rebecca A. Pace.
Nicole Michelle Ostovich.
Cassandra L. Padula.
Kelly A. Pavlish.
Jonah A. Parrott.
Caleb John Pincaba.
Nicholas R. Powell.
Sherry C. Rabbert.
Alex M. Regal.
Tiana Ryans.
Corbin T. Rispoli.
Ashley L. Robinson.
Erica F. Schneider.
Samantha M. Scrum.
Clayton E. Schulte.
Erica A. Schoaf.
Ashley R. Simmons.
Brianna Simmons.
Kelly Smalley.
Scott James Stewart.
Olivia R. Stone.
Donald W. Sweeney.
Andrew Buchanan Testaguza.
Allison R. Thomas.
Andrew C. Thompson.
Curtis D. Thompson.
Bethany Lynn Timmons.
Jeff A. Tollifield.
Kellen A. Towns.
Nicholas C. Vance.
Jonathan R. Vinsek.
Carrie Ann Vinning.
Benjamin L. White.
Tiana C. Wise.
Cornelia Asu Yelzak.
Michelle Elizabeth Beatty.
Pamela F. Eccles Kelly.
Andrew O. Collins.
Aaron K. Pike.
Lisa M. Hummel.
Cara Marie Stout.
Caitlin J. Sammons.
Lindsay R. Washington.
Elizabeth M. Timmers.
Sarah R. Blakely.
Sarah M. Baldesano.
Shalise E. Bolash.
Louis Thomas Bobnar.
Megan Brooks.
Tyler M. Booth.
Elijah Cohen.
Sarah M. Burdett.
Jason B. Dang.
Bruce W. Connor II.
Kristen Dwyer.
Jeremy Dobbins.
Aaron J. Freed.
Monet A. Irvin.
Matthew J. Harlow.
Diana M. Grutzmacher.
Joseph A. Heller.
Brian K. Havrin.
Alicia S. Johnson. McCallum.
Joshua A. Lucas.
Megan Nicole Moore.
Luke J. Matson.
Catherine A. Pollard.
Nicole B. Miracle.
Jessica M. Rush.
Robert C. Nowabilski.
Carl J. Seitz.
Michael F. Riley.
Sanju Shilpacker.
Adam Thomas Schulte.
Anna L. Siegler.
Natalia Seminitz.
Erica L. Strohmeyer.
Carlton W. Shoemaker.
Ariel Celine Zuela.
Brian E. Stagliano.